if you want to start publishing your podcast to YouTube, you have to make sure that you record high quality audio and high quality video. That if you really want to be successful, you can't just put an image of your podcast artwork and play the audio underneath. You really need to have a video strategy to grow your YouTube following. So if you record your podcast long distance, whether you're recording with co-hosts or interviewing guests, you'll need a software that can record high quality video and high quality audio. And that's where software like Riverside.fm can really meet a big need. So in this video, Albin and I are going to walk through the pros and the cons of using Riverside.fm to record your podcast episodes and also help you decide if the investment to get all the features unlocked is worth it for you and your podcast.
So Travis, what makes Riverside different in your mind?
The pure number of features and capabilities that are packed into one software, right? So most recording software options do one thing really well, and that becomes their claim to fame. Riverside does everything, right? So you get the lossless audio recording that previously you'd only be able to get with something like Squadcast or a Zencaster. It does high quality video recordings, separate video recordings. So unlike Zoom, where you just get one video file for everything, in Riverside, it's actually going to give you separate video files for each person. And then in addition to that, you can easily go live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and you can even bring in live listeners into your episode and interact with them in real time. So I think it's everything together that really makes Riverside stand out.
Let's kind of talk through some of these main features so people can understand whether or not it's even a feature they need. So first is that lossless audio, and that's something that we've for a long time recommended using Squadcast for. What is the value there?
So lossless audio simply means that it's not compressed. It is what your microphone is picking up. So if you're going to use a long distance recording software like Skype or like Zoom, it's actually going to reduce the amount of information going between you and the person you're talking to. And that's simply because those softwares are focused more on the experience of having the conversation, not necessarily on the quality of your audio. Whereas Riverside, using lossless audio, it's capturing exactly what you would record if you were recording directly on your computer. And so the value there is you're getting the best audio quality possible, even though you're still recording long distance.
We've also got the ability to stream. So this is becoming much more popular in the podcasting space, where we in the past have used something like StreamYard. Now you're being able to bring that inside of Riverside, and we're able to do it all in one package.
And it's really easy to go live. So all you have to do is go down to the settings tab, and then you can toggle on the live streams that you want to do. So you can do YouTube, you can do Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. So really easy to get started live streaming with Riverside.
So we're combining a few things. We're recording this super high quality audio. We're combining the live streaming ability and the recording 4K video from like my camera or your camera directly to our computers so that later on we can upload those to each other. That's a pretty big deal because those are really large files. But what it allows us to do is get much higher quality video than you really can get anywhere else. So one of the unique features that we just kind of played around with for a little bit is the call-in feature. So tell me how you would use that.
So with the call-in feature, you get a unique link that allows anyone to join your session on a web browser. But before they actually join, you can screen everyone that's trying to call in, and they can say, hey, here's my question, or here's a topic I'd like you to discuss. And then if you see one that you're like, oh, we want to bring that person into the podcast recording, you can do that right from the right sidebar. And so the way that I would use that is if I was doing a live call and answer show, something like Car Talk, you know, where you had people calling in.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
You have people calling in and you're answering live. Or if you had a guest that could only pop in for a little while and you had your normal co-hosts that were doing the rest of the podcast, anything where someone is coming in temporarily, but they don't necessarily need to be there for the whole time, that plus having the listener audience live interaction would be the way that I would do it.
So let's dive in into a few of the cons. I mean, we've probably told you a lot of things we really like about Riverside. On the opposite side, it's a bit newer. So we ran into a couple issues even when we were setting it up to do this video.
Yeah, the first one being that when you're getting set up, typically with these softwares, you get to choose your video input, you get to choose your microphone. And for Riverside, they don't yet allow you to choose your output. And so when we first jumped in, even though both of us are monitoring our sound through our audio interfaces so we can hear our own voice in addition to the other person's voice, it was getting played through the speakers. And so we had to go in and change our system preferences, and that fixed it. But that's just something that over time will get more refined.
One of the other limitations you might run into is the limitation on your credit line if you're paying for this yourself. So the pricing for Riverside gets a bit more expensive, but it's because like there's all these extra features. If you're doing audio only, $19 a month to get those high quality audio recordings. If you're also going to be doing video, which is unique to Riverside, I don't know of any other software that does this, then you're looking at $39 a month. So a significant jump, but you're getting that 4K video recording for YouTube. And then if you want the ability to go live and to also accept those call-ins, then you're looking at $49 a month, which is quite a bit of money if you're paying for that on top of all the other things you may be doing for your podcast.
But when you think about the alternative, right, if you wanted to record high quality video and high quality audio and have people call in and live stream, now you're talking about at least 3 pieces of software and maybe having to get a piece of hardware like a Rodecaster Pro to be able to bring those live call-ins. It adds up really quickly. So if all of those things are really important to you, then yeah, I mean, Riverside is an investment, but compared to actually putting together your own kind of duct tape together solution, you'll probably actually save money.
Riverside is not for the budget podcaster. If you're the budget podcaster, you're probably best suited recording your remote interviews on something like Zoom, where you might be able to do that for free. If you're only looking for that high quality audio, you might get a little bit more of a polished experience with somewhere like Squadcast. But if you want the ability to be able to get high quality video recordings and you want to be able to stream your podcast and you want all of that interaction with all of your guests, then you're going to want to look at something like Riverside. So thanks for watching. We hope this is valuable and that you get something out of it. If you end up using Riverside for your podcast, link to some of the videos you create and, help promote your podcast, but also help people see some real examples of what it looks like when you're using Riverside. We hope this was valuable and we'll see you in the next video.